Well, hello, hello. Welcome back. I'm Claire. This is Purple Poppy, and I'm finally back. I'm so sorry I've been missing for a while, but I'm here, and we're going to get on with Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. Now, while I was absent, I have been doing a few bits and pieces, and I started working on the owl. The owl prompts. I hope that's on camera. I'm so out of practice. Yes, good. I had this image from the internet and I basically just, scribbled round. So I've got my owl in. I was going to consider doing the moon. I don't know if I want to do that now or not. We'll see as we go along, but I definitely want to do all this sort of trees and greenery. So I've got these new pearls that I've showed you a few times, and I'm going to be working with them. I've got the green, the sort of olivey green or the greeny brown, a rich brown and a goldy brown. So that's what we're going to work with. I've got a needle, and you'll be pleased to know I've given in, look, and I have purchased a needle threader. So no more of that nightmare long-term stitching. So I'm going to start with the darkest for the back ones and then gradually sort of come forward. I'm sorry about that noise. Something's reversing in the street or whatever. I've got the window open. I feel quite warm today. So there we go. Nice, quick, easy threading, none of that messing around. I can't remember who it was, but somebody did mention a while ago, maybe I should give in and buy a threader, and yeah, you were right. So I'm just going to start on this one over here. I'm going to do my standard just running stitch probably. I might do some running stitch? No, back stitch we're going to go for. See, I've even forgotten what all these things are called. It's been so long. So how are you? What have you been up to while I've been missing in action, as it were? Are you, where you should be with your stitching? With Roxy's Journal of Stitchery? Because, of course, we've got the last prompt coming on Wednesday. Or are you playing catch up? I hope you're not stressing out if you are playing catch up, because I'm just going to really cheat now and shoot all the way up there. This is going to be some very random, not proper stitching. I'm back, but I'm still not thinking straight, so you'll have to forgive me calling, things by the wrong names or doing some really random rubbish. I did get my Christmas Just Because quilt finished. If you've seen Friday's video, you'll know that. So it's done, it's on my chair. And yeah, it's lovely. Pleased with it. Got the tree up now as well. Now I'm going to shoot over to this one. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't follow these drawn lines very rigidly. They're much more as a guide to me. Just so that I can remember basically where I was supposed to be, So there you go. That's what we're doing. Sounds like some kind of delivery. Can't find the right address. That's probably why he's been reversing up and down the road. So okay, so we've got those three branches, and then I'm just gonna feed back up like so, then we've got this big leaf here. Obviously, as I've said many times before, if you're looking for some kind of stitchery tuition, this is definitely not the place to come, because I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing myself. I'm just having a bit of fun with some thread and fabric and a needle. There are many places that you could get actual tuition if that's what you're looking for. This, my friend, is not one of them, but I get there in the end somehow, and I do have a bit of a giggle along the way usually, so you know, that's all good. So there you go. I cannot believe we are well and truly, I mean, it is only the I don't know, what is it, the 8th, the 9th, something like that, but we are well and truly into December, no denying it now. Excuse me. And I've got my tree up. I was telling you on Friday, so I don't really want to repeat it in case you saw Friday's video, but that's all boring, if you know what I mean. But I've not really been anywhere, I've just been here. I'm not really in the mood to talk about my absence, so because I've not been anywhere and I don't want to talk about that, I haven't really, I don't really like woe of me videos, so that's why I don't want to talk about it. Personally, if somebody starts doing that, I tend to switch off, so if that's how I feel, you know, I imagine that's how you'd feel, so I'm not going to bore you with all of that, but it does mean that obviously I've not really been anywhere or done anything, so I haven't really got anything to tell you. Oh dear. So I mean, I have been beavering away at home. I did get all my Christmas sweet foods done, Christmas cakes done and iced. I hope the police don't call because there's an awful lot of alcohol in that. Did the mince pies and the Christmas pudding. So they're all done and dusted and just sitting there waiting. I've got some of my meats. I'm lucky enough to have a secondary freezer, so I've been managing to grab some meat deals, get those into that secondary freezer. I don't know why, because it's only me and hubby. I mean, I'm not feeding the 5,000s anymore, and I do believe that any sort of celebratory eateries, for want of a better term, will be at my youngest daughter's, so I don't know why I feel the need to stockpile all this meat that we'll probably still be eating next Christmas. But then isn't that what Christmas is about? We buy all this food in panic, like we're not going to be able to get any more food for 6 months or whatever, and yet we're still eating it. Oops, 6 months later. Right, how's that looking? That's not looking too bad. So I'm going to, no, not going to faff around. I'll finish this bit of thread and then I think we'll go to another colour. Just to make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. That's if there's any of you actually watching. Maybe you could say hi and let me know you've actually seen the video. I do wonder if, with me having been absent for a while, if YouTube won't share it round, and I am literally sitting here talking to myself. Doesn't really matter. Still got to be stitched, hasn't it? Stitching it by yourself or on camera doesn't really make that much difference. Whoops. Okay, so we've got that one done in that dark brown. I don't think this is the next dark. I think this is technically the next dark. So I'm going to go for this one, and I'm going to feed down here. So it sounds like words next door. Brilliant. That sounds like the postman coming up the road. It's very busy here today. But obviously, as always, I'm filming ahead, so it's not Sunday, which is why it sounds potentially busy. I don't even know what day it is. It might be Wednesday, might be Thursday, but it's definitely not Sunday. Right, whoops. So I'm going to start here on this line here, and I'm going to feed down this line, and then come across that way like so. And that's gonna come up and go over that brown one, sort of, and then we're going to go again, but this time I'm going off at that angle because I can, and I'm aware that my stitches are getting ginormous as always, so we'll try and curtail that back round a bit. And I don't even mind actually, because of these grassy tree things that I'm stitching here, I don't really mind that the stitches are a bit out of line. I think it makes them a bit more sort of naturally twiggy. And then I'm going to jump over there like that, and I'm going to feed down this one like that, and I'm going to do like a double stitch there, because look, I've come up behind it, and then I'm going to join it back there, and then I'm going over to that one, and I'm going to come across there to my owl, join that back up. So just sort of random shooty bits, for want of a better phrase, just growth that's around my owl, that's all. So okay, how's that looking? Yeah, I quite like that. So now I just want to get one more here that's going to go across there, and it's going to come out about there, and it's going to feed back to Mr. Owl. Whoops. Like So that goes there, and then I think we'll have one over there. So as you can see, I'm darting around all over the place. The back of this is going to look absolute mess, but I'm not doing it to see the back. As I keep saying, I am no perfectionist. Oh, we don't want 2 layers of thread though, Claire. Oh, great, so now next door's knocking as well. I do apologise. Right, well in that case, I guess if he's going to start banging, it's probably time to stop. Oh, we've only been here 15 minutes, that's not much of a video for you, is it? Let's see if we can carry on a little bit until he gets maybe too annoyingly loud. Like now. I suppose he's doing it just to wind me up, to be honest. Right, okay, there you go. As always, thank you for joining me. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.